Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to Tiger TV for another week, where today we are joined by the club captain Michael Barnes on the eve of Jane's match. Michael, big win last week by the boys.
Yeah, Tom, it was a great win. Never won at Fitzroy, so to be able to come away with the win was really good and really pleasing, and just sets us up nicely for the end of the year. So hopefully we can get another one this week.
It was a bit of a pressure game, like you said, because we haven't won out there and we were a little bit depleted, but to come away with the win in atrocious conditions too, I might add, everybody be pretty pleased.
Yeah, everyone was pretty happy, and as you said, we haven't won there much or ever, so just to get those 4 points and then build a bit more momentum into this week, it's just one of those things, and I think we came away relatively unscathed compared to the last few weeks, so that's just another positive out of the weekend.
Okay, so let's go back now. So the people around the club who don't know Michael Barnes, everybody knows the Barnes name. You're son of Russell, ex-senior coach and current reserves coach, and Jude and Ormond legend Russell. But tell us a bit about your football background, and did you go to Ormond when the old man was there, and where you went from there and how you got here?
Yeah, I can put you in there. So played my juniors at St Peter's down there with a lot of the boys from the club, and then I went to Sandy Dragons for the 2 years where I played one senior game down at Ormond, so I did get to follow in Dad's footsteps for one game. And then, because I went down to the school at St Bede's, a lot of my mates were here with the 19s, so after that they dragged me down here, and here I am.
Now, wasn't there some, before you came down here, did you not play a couple of games in the resis at Port Melbourne and had a little bit of a conflict with Gary Ayres?
I think you put a bit of mail on that. There was no conflict, it was just wasn't enjoying my football and just didn't find the best part of myself at Port Melbourne, so when I came down here I enjoyed it that much that I preferred to stay here, and yeah, just ended up turning my back on Port Melbourne, but it's worked out well now.
What was your first year here?
The 2013, when we lost the 8th grade grand final.
So then we got relegated?
Yeah, 2014 we got relegated, and then 2015
lost a prelim.
2016 lost a grand final. So yeah, 2 losing grand finals isn't fun, but it's always part of the journey getting there.
As a player, and I've been there way back, but I can't remember the feeling. Is it a real big disappointment to lose a grand final, based on amateur football and what amateur football gives you when you're into the grand final? You've been promoted up a grade. Does that soften the blow to some extent?
Not really. I think you go into that and you want to. You don't go into a game going, oh well, if we lose we got promoted. You obviously just want to win, and that's what you build your whole year around, and the whole club builds the year around. You start pre-season not going, oh I want to get promoted, you want to win a flag, so it's obviously pretty disappointing, but look, it's just one of those things. Not everyone gets to win one, so.
Yeah. There's legends around the place who have never played in one, and then you get the Wintles who have played in 3 in a row, don't you? So
yeah, it's just a bit of luck, yeah, and well deserved to those who get there.
So is the aim, obviously, while you continue to play football here, for us to win one?
Wow,
obviously.
I'm not playing to come second, so yeah, my main goal is helping the group towards getting the flag, and then we just go reassess from there if we're lucky enough to do it this year. And at the moment we're in a position where we might have a chance. We can just hopefully go all the way and then reassess after that.
The last couple of years we struggled, to be brutally honest, we struggled in A grade and finally got relegated at the end of the last year. Has there been a little bit of difference around the place this year? While we've won 7 of our last 9 now after being 1-4 early doors. What has been the turnaround and the change? And we've been crippled by injuries the whole way through this year as well. So
yeah, well, I just think this is probably the first year we've had a consistent flow of under-19s who have been able to come in and perform at the level. So think you got Nick Grech, who's come in and played really well. Damien Schultz, who's come in and I think he's played 4 games and really been a good player. And then Jackson Cowden. There's been a couple who have come through, and I'd say that's been the main point of difference compared to the last couple of years.
You still haven't got the best of them yet, mate.
Well, apparently so, but look, hopefully Brad keeps getting them along, and when the time's right, they'll get their chance.
Well, maybe young Luke Goddard will make his debut this week, Michael, with Brad's side playing the bottom side.
Maybe I'll leave that for the coaches, though.
Yeah. So, what makes being here so much fun for you?
Well, just being with my friends, and then you hang around at the club till 12 every Saturday night, and like you don't need to go out to a club or anything. It's just a big group of it's a social club really, and the football's part of it. But just hanging out with your mates, and it's the reason why I come down. Obviously, you just don't get paid or anything. So if you didn't have your mates and you weren't enjoying your footy, you'd be really struggling to recruit or retain players.
So does that mean no girlfriend?
There's no girlfriend
in the life, Michael.
There's no girlfriend, Tom.
No girlfriends down and around here that you might have a little inkling for with 2 women's teams here.
There's plenty of nice women around, Tom, but no, just riding solo at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, so leading into this week, which is obviously a huge game for us in that we really have to beat Uni Blacks to keep Morris at bay. But it is also a huge game for the club and for the Barnes family in that it's Jane's match. What are your thoughts leading into that? Obviously, it's 12 months on since Jane's passing, but you know the hurt is still there somewhere.
Yeah, you're spot on. The hurt is still there, and every day and every week it's in the back of your mind. But you do your best to move forward. You don't move on, but you move forward. And you just try to get on because that's what she would want, and that's just how it is really in life. But in terms of this week and the focus on the club, it's just another reason why I stay at the club. You look at the support and the amount of effort people put in to get days like Saturday organised, and it just shows how lucky we are and we were at the time to just be blessed with so many loving and supporting people around the club and just in general. So it was very, very, very helpful, I guess. But it's just an honour, really, to be involved in such a good club.
This time last year, when we had the inaugural James match, we were up against Trinity, who were that stage sitting in the 4 in Premier Section, and we beat them. Can we do the same thing again this week? Do the boys lift an extra notch because of the significance of what the day is?
Well, last year they definitely did, and I think there's the talk and vibe around this week. A lot of the boys see it as one of the biggest weeks of the year for us, so I'm sure they'll be able to pump themselves up, and I've got no doubt the 1s and the 2s will both be able to get the job done. And
then part of Jane's match is also helping out on the Maddie Riewoldts Foundation, which is for a great cause.
Yep.
So you miss all the festivities at the lunch because you're focused on winning, but you guys will all be involved in the aftermatch and the auctions and Pato singing acoustic stuff.
Yeah, we all hung around last year and brought each other's jumpers, which raised a bit of money, and I'm sure we'll all do the same this year because it's a good cause and every bit helps, and it's just a lot of fun. As I was saying, everyone hangs around the club till 12, so we don't really need a reason, but
yeah,
for a reason this good, I'm sure everyone will be here.
And traditionally, well, this is the second year, right here now, is the jumper that we will be wearing this Saturday, Sabines Mentone Tigers, for the James match. Well done, and thank you to the Bendigo Bank, who have sponsored. Tell that producer to Nickel. Sponsored the back of the jumper, and to Novus Logistics Solutions, who are here on the front. And so this is the jumper the boys will be wearing on Saturday, which is, I think, it's really good.
Yeah, and obviously thanks to our Triple Play who have made the jumpers.
And Triple Play who have made the jumpers as a sponsorship as well.
Yeah,
and,
right on, Tom.
And do you like wearing purple?
Yeah, I think we all look good in purple, and the white shorts helps, so it's all good look and for a good cause.
We should have got purple socks as well to really match it, shouldn't we?
One step at a time, I reckon, Tom.
And these jumpers that we wear this year will now become permanently St Bede's Mentone Tigers away strip in memory of Jane.
Yeah, well, I think that's just a great honour, and everyone will be able to just think of the occasion when we do need the clash jumper, and hopefully we just get the performance that we did last year out of the purple.
That's right. Purple beat black. Uni blacks. But we can't send them anywhere, Michael. Even if we beat them, they're going to stay third.
Yeah, well, let's just hope we beat them, and then
we give them something to think about in a couple of weeks' time, don't we?
Yeah, that'd be nice. And just send them a little reminder of how we play. So let's hope so.
All right. Thanks, mate. Thanks for your time. Been great talking to you, and go and train the house down. And good luck on Saturday.
No worries, Tom. Thanks for having me.